This is the first video in a series of 4 we made at Stalon's factory in Lapland. In this first video we will learn a little bit more about Stalon's history and how they manufacture a silencer. In the second episode we will learn more about how you can choose a silencer depending on what kind of hunting you do, what caliber you use and so on. In the third episode we will learn more about accessories and open sight and stuff you can put on your silencer. And in the fourth episode Daniel will walk us through how you maintain your silencer for daily care and also a little more long-term and every now and then maintenance. If you haven't seen our channel before, we produce videos about hunting and hunting gear, so do not hesitate to subscribe and push the notification bell so you don't miss out of any of our videos. For many years I have hunted with Stalon silencer and I really like them. I have planned for many years to travel up to the factory, Stalon. It's situated in Lapland, but even for me as a Swede, it's I think 1,200 kilometers from where I live, so it's not every day I pass through here.
No, not really.
But today I'm happy to arrive here and sitting here with Emil from Stalon.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. You are manufacturing a silencer today, but it didn't begin there. Where did it all begin?
It actually begins in 1989 when the actual company, the original company, was founded in an old barn, like the ones used by farmers and similar. At that time, from the beginning, we produced parts for precision parts for such companies as like Volvo, Koenigsegg, a Swedish power company called Vattenfall, and so on. So different type of parts, precision parts for different contractors.
And how did you come up with the idea to produce silencers?
I guess it was both from the fact that we already produced precision parts. It's not really precision parts in that name, but precision parts, and worked with the similar materials. But also the owner, today's owner, is really a passionate hunter, and he in 2007 it all changes, and 2007 was also the year when the Swedish firearms regulation was changed from allowing silencer for use for hunting purpose. So it was also an opening to develop silencers.
So of course then Daniel, the owner, he was a passionate hunter and he wanted to start to manufacture silencers because there was not anyone doing them here in Sweden.
No, and I guess also that I mean, if you have such a big interest in something, it also it makes it more. It's a different purpose to make something that you really have a big passion for, so it's really. And
I can easily see that it's you can have a passion for hunting up in these areas. I mean, it's magnificent nature, and you have moose and brown bear and
mountains and forests and
capercaillie and all those is super wild nature compared to the area where I live. Well, Emil, can you please tell us a little about the process of making a silencer, like from the raw material to the end product that I can put on my barrel?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So first off, we produce everything in-house, so everything is made by us, by Stalon. The only thing we we have on like contract from a Swedish partner is the actual coating, the black color, and also the golden color, of course. But that's the only part of a silencer that we don't produce ourselves or do ourselves.
Oh, step, yeah.
Yes, step.
But when you begin, how is it from like a block of aluminium or?
It's actually from rods or tubes, more or less, aluminium tubes, and then titanium, of course, the parts that is titanium and steel, of course. But then to make it clear from first step to finish step, more or less, it's first off we have the raw material, which is put into a CNC machine and programmed by our engineers, and then the parts coming out from that is pieces that at the end will build a complete silencer. And the pieces coming out from the CNC machines is then measured in different ways to make sure that everything is perfect, like perfectly produced. Like tolerances on the threads and measurements on that angle and so on. And after that, when the actual piece is tested and checked for like the next step, they are then shipped to the coating factory. And when they come back from the coating factory, it's then the next step, which is the assembly part. And in the assembly part, we put all the pieces that goes into a specific silencer are put together.
Approximately how many pieces is there inside? Because I realized it's not just a tube. There is
not really. It differs from model to model, of course. But I would say that it's just around 12. I have to calculate 10 to 15 pieces. 12.
But something like that. So
quite a lot of pieces.
It's more than you can imagine.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you look like inside of it, you can only see like a fraction of all the pieces inside it. But then they are assembled. All the pieces are assembled to what looks like a complete silencer. But then the steps left is marking, the engraving. And also to fit a thread to the actual silencer. And the thread is also the very like heart of the silencer, where we put a lot of effort to make it perfectly aligned. So when we have the complete silencer, we put a thread in it, and then we simulate it, simulate the product or the model on like a simulated barrel, and then we use a indicator to locate any kind of like malfunction or anything like that. So then we can see how precise the alignment is, and we want to keep within specific ranges, of course.
Tolerance,
to make sure that everything's aligned. And then when that step is done, the product is finished, and then it's marked and off to the next department, which is like boxing it, put it in a box and make it like packed in a
as I can pick it up in the retailers, at the retailers.
And that's also very, I mean, it's very important step to make sure that when you get the box, where it says Stalon product, quality product of Lapland, Sweden. When you have the box in your hand, it's where the adventure starts. So it's really important that that's also a kind of experience, to open the box and have everything in order and so on. So it's a necessary step.
Absolutely. And what about the range of products you have? We will do a little video about more nerdy detail, how to choose a silencer and so on.
Yeah,
and
dig deeper into it.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
and all the accessory. But just very shortly and briefly describe which calibers do you cover?
We cover from from the smallest caliber, like 17 to 45. That's the range.
Yeah.
And of course in all the models.
Yeah.
So from 17 to 45.
Yeah.
So those are not available in 45.
No, of course. And those one is the rimfires?
Yes, this is the rimfire models, and they are developed for rimfire cartridges.
Yeah.
So it's only for rimfire cartridges.
Yeah.
So 17 HMR and 22 LR and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite simple to understand.
Yeah.
These two models is called, it's the Victor series, which is our model with like smaller size and lighter weight and so on.
Yeah.
So they are developed up to 857 or caliber 857.
Yeah.
But they are actually they are best in class when you go beneath like caliber 30, between caliber 30 and 222.
Yeah.
I would say. And then we have the X series, which is a slightly bigger silencer series.
Yeah.
And they are developed from 222 to caliber 45, so it's a quite big range.
Yeah. So they overlap in one sense, but
Yeah.
you can find the more ideal in one of the series.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for smaller calibers under caliber 30,
Yeah.
the difference between the Victor series and the X series is getting smaller.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you have a caliber 30 and up, the difference is a lot bigger between those two.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot of difference between, I mean, in terms of size, it's a quite big difference as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
absolutely. So that they are like all-round silencer series,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah. I suppose it's the most widely used also.
Yes.
Among
Yes.
hunters. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Emil, I'm very happy that you invited us here today, and I always wanted to travel up to you here and see you how you have it here in your factory. And we will do some other videos also about how to maintain your silence and so before we go.
Yeah.
So you guys who want to see them, you can find the links here in the description of this video.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. See you in the next clip.
Yeah. Thank you.